Friends or Enemies by Cindy, Alyssa, and Ocean. Chapter 2. Cindy and Ocean and Alyssa were not in the same location, so they became great friends over online chat. They all supported one another through the aftermath that was their survival of narcissistic abuse from Miranda. They were all Christians and had various other things in common, including a hatred for Star Wars after all of that mess. Though Ocean had never intended to get another Star Wars item again, Miranda's cyberbullying caused her to rethink this. All three women were experiencing a need to deal with and heal from the psychological and emotional trauma caused by Miranda not just in the past, but also whenever they got wind of her bashing them to others in the present. Just as she had bashed Alyssa to Ocean at the very beginning, Miranda had played the victim, vilifying Alyssa, trying to compel Ocean to go after her. Ocean had figured out that Miranda was exactly the sort of person she detested most. Miranda was selfish and sadistic, a psychological vampire and an energy parasite. In order for her to be happy, she must be center of attention, be seen and treated as a victim, and whoever she decided to hate must suffer forever, unless she could use them to her advantage later. So Ocean got a few Star Wars characters for the purpose of unleashing what wrath she might feel on them. Every time Ocean just wanted to let off steam, or Miranda would rear her ugly head in the future, Star Wars characters would get thrashed.
Be careful not to choke on your aspirations.
Red 5 standing by.
Cindy and Alyssa got in on the action too, and though Alyssa had not acquired characters of her own, she delighted in seeing and hearing Ocean and Cindy toss those characters. Since Miranda was bent on punishing Ocean over Star Wars forever, Ocean decided that she would get some characters to abuse if they could be gotten for free or at a very low price. Alyssa told Ocean and Cindy that she would never acquire Star Wars characters even for the purpose of abusing them. She was more than satisfied just watching the other two toss them about and break them. Ocean broke the blaster of the X-Wing pilot Luke Skywalker 14-inch talking action figure, then a hand holding a lightsaber on the talking Ahsoka action figure. Miranda had irritated and disgusted the others to no end because of that Luke doll, showing a preference for it over them, and expecting them to be as in love with it as she was. That irritation turned to all-out disgust when Miranda threw fits fighting with her mom about wanting to take the Luke doll to her job. Miranda whined to Ocean, who was not sympathetic. Miranda had also insulted Cindy over it by telling her she couldn't have it. Cindy never expressed a desire to have any of Miranda's things, let alone covet her toys. To Miranda, simply saying you'd like to have one like it made her feel threatened with losing her toy to you. So she implied Cindy must be some kind of covetous idiot by assuming Cindy actually wanted to take her dolls away from her. Miranda lived under the delusion that her Star Wars toys were so precious that everyone must want them as much as she did. She even mentioned that doll when bashing Cindy and Ocean to other people in her smear campaign against them. She was so addicted to Star Wars that she fought with Ocean, who was giving away her own Star Wars items. She actually got upset and said that Ocean needed Grogu or whatever it was Ocean was giving away. Ocean told her she did not need those things or Star Wars at all. Miranda had been utterly baffled and distressed at this. Her love of Anakin Darth Vader Skywalker had preceded the Luke doll obsession, but it continued and was nothing short of nauseating to Ocean, Alyssa, and Cindy. Miranda's snacking Grogu or Baby Yoda toy irritated Cindy to the point of wanting to explode. With that and Miranda's continued conniving behavior after she supposedly ditched them, it was good self-therapy ridiculing and sticking it to Star Wars. Notwithstanding other concerns, every day without being harassed by some new flying monkey of Miranda's was a blessing. Flying monkey is a term used to describe the people who harass someone on behalf of a bully, such as a narcissist. Alyssa, Cindy, and Ocean kept in frequent contact, all of them glad to feel their friendship grow. They shared laughs, tears, and anything in between. None of them pestered, got clingy, or obnoxious. They were all on the same level, three adults who were true best friends. Eventually, talk of meeting in person came up. All agreed that would be nice. Ocean wasn't much for traveling, and Cindy and Alyssa were a couple time zones away. So she said they would be more than welcome to visit her if they came her way. It was a completely different mood when they discussed this idea from when Miranda used to bring it up. Cindy no longer tried to make as if her place would be the most uncomfortable to visit, and Ocean did not say that flying was too expensive and COVID was still a concern. So after more discussions and plans, Cindy was finally going to visit Ocean. It was several days of great times at Ocean's. The friends chatted, laughed, enjoyed good food, played games.
Wow, that made a
It was just as Cindy hoped it would be.
Register.
Ocean was as warm and welcoming in person as she was in the online chats. She wouldn't betray Cindy like Miranda and so many others had. Ocean was the real deal. It all went so well, until after lunch one day. One minute they were chatting and all seemed fine. Then Ocean became quiet, too quiet.
Ocean.
Cindy's fears were confirmed soon enough. Ocean was having a meltdown.
Oh. Oh, man. Poor thing.
Cindy's heart broke when Ocean was so sad. And though she had been able to give her some comfort over the online chats, it wasn't quite the same as a physical hug. Finally, Cindy embraced Ocean, rocking her gently and patting her back. Ocean returned the hug gratefully. Ocean just wasn't the same after her mother's passing, and Miranda's impositions had hindered the healing process. Ocean was bouncing back, but still cried far more than she used to. Cindy held and comforted Ocean until she subsided. Ocean thanked Cindy, who gave her a kiss on the cheek just before letting go. Ocean recoiled violently.
Why did you just do that?
And pushed Cindy away. Cindy gaped.
Ocean, what the heck? What is your deal?
That is so inappropriate.
All I did was give you a kiss and a hug. My gosh.
I don't like people doing that to me. I don't want you doing that to me.
I don't understand this. I really don't.
Just get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. I'm really upset with you right now.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't want to hear sorry. I don't want to hear it. Don't act like you're sad, because I know you're not.
Ocean, you're really being unreasonable here. All that I was doing was giving you a hug and a kiss. Don't get pissy with me.
Ocean huffed and went into a sullen silence. Cindy backed away, staring in a daze at Ocean. What in the world had just happened? Ocean had never acted this way before. Cindy still had a day and a half until her flight back home. What was she going to do in the meantime? Slowly she went and sat back down. Ocean remained silent. Cindy had played with the various Bop It games while at Ocean's. Maybe doing that now would help calm her nerves a little. She hoped it might even get Ocean out of this strange and very unpleasant mood. So she got up and took the Bop It Extreme 2022 and began to play it.
Solo! Bop it to start!
What are you doing?
But Ocean jumped out of her chair, lunged towards Cindy, and roughly snatched the game from her hands,
You can't play with my boppets either.
tossing the game violently into the bag with the others.
Get your mitts off my property.
A flood of hurt, anger, and disappointment threatened to overwhelm Cindy. She thought she had gotten to know Ocean, and never had she dreamed she would be treated this way by her of all people. Tears stung her eyes, and she fought them back, barely. She had to get out of there and find some place to get hold of herself, but not before giving back a little of what Ocean dished out. Only her anger was justified.
You know what, Ocean? I don't need any crap from you. I have been hurt way too many times by too many people, and you know this. And I don't understand why you're acting this way. I really don't get it.
Ocean just glared.
All right, I'm getting more and more pissed off.
Fighting between the urges to throw the nearest thing she could get her hands on at Ocean and sobbing out loud, Cindy left the room, closing the door firmly behind her. She retreated to the guest room where she had been staying. She sat on the bed, heart racing, head pounding. How in the world could Ocean do this to her? Cindy tried to lie down and rest, but she had no peace of mind. So she sat up again and just stared into space for what seemed an eternity. Finally, the tears began to flow as Cindy reflected on the past experiences with Ocean. All those times when they comforted each other over their losses. All the times they had stuck together when Miranda had harassed and tried to split them up. All the wonderful laughing fits they experienced on those fun online chats. All that they shared with each other. And to top it all, Ocean had assured Cindy so many times that she would never turn against her. Ocean had been outraged at the way other people had done as much to Cindy, and she'd helped her through it all. Had Ocean been sincere at all, or had she been pretending all this time? Or maybe there was something very wrong with her that no one knew about yet. Or was this all a very bad dream that Cindy would eventually get out of by awakening? How she wished that was a possibility. With nowhere to turn, tears finally spent, Cindy eventually lay down and fell into a deep sleep.